Oops. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Hi guys. So welcome to another Tarcy Talks, and yeah, thanks for coming to those who are here. Actually, I normally start out with one or two viewers, and there's already people in chat. So hi guys, thanks for being here. Hi Pauline, Jansen, Bianca, Matthew. So thanks for coming to this talk, and hopefully a few more people will join us. So a few things to announce before we begin, and I discuss where this class, the topic for this class came from. So first off, I've edited the description of the what's this of the video, the stream, and you'll see that there's actually a Discord link. So after thinking about it, if you don't know, there is actually a Discord for this YouTube channel, and it was initially made so that if ever we have a guest, we can just use that Discord for people to join. Nowadays, Joshua and I have been using that Discord for gathering students for different small things, gatherings, and we figured, okay, I mean, more and more people are joining, especially since at one point Joshua posted the link somewhere, I think in one of 2021's forums or something. So biglang dumami ano. And I figure ano, we can use that for some tools. So you can make your suggestions there for topics if you want us, Joshua and I, Sir Q and I, to comment on something and put it in the appropriate channel. Pretty much everything naman is free for all. Admittedly I was trying to fix the Discord earlier. I think nahuli ako na I'm trying to work with the bot na hindi gumagano. Pero but yeah, so for now, I'll probably fix the Discord in the future and to work better with the roles and stuff. But for now, I've just set the bare minimum na the stream channels, the text channels, and video channels are locked for those who are in this stream. So, as in, if we have a guest, then give the appropriate access. But rest, yeah, you're free to use that Discord. Okay, so a bit of background on this. So I'm trying as much as possible to keep the idea of low effort streams. So again, this entire channel is founded, not really founded, but it was based on the idea that to get more interaction with students, whether you're a student of PSI right now or you're an alumni, to provide that extra form of communication, connection with other people. At the same time, not require too much effort to the point that it distracts me or Sir Q from what we have to do, from our work or from whatever studies that we have to do. And since Sir Q and I talk anyway about a lot of different things, so on car rides, whenever we're eating together and all of these things, and it's just the things that we talk about are pretty relevant. Figured might as well stream ourselves doing it. People can weigh in and chat. They can give us things to talk about, and yeah, so that's how this channel started. I'm still trying to keep to that, so I don't want to. I don't want to say I don't want to put any effort into it, but I kind of want to maximize the ratio between investment and benefit. Because if I realize that people might not be benefiting from this channel anymore, then I'll find the next best thing. But since people are still coming, surprisingly, hang on, let me check really quick. What's my last? What's the view count from the last few videos? Yeah, we're still hitting like 70 views, 100 views. So depends on I think it depends sometimes on the topic. But yeah, so since people are still coming, then we'll keep making the videos. Again, trying not to put too much effort into it. Again, I don't want to say that, but that is what it is. What it is. I don't want to, parang because a proper YouTube channel with all the edits and all of the things and stuff requires a lot of work, and we don't have the. I don't think we have the space for that right now. So, well, normally how it works out is starting Friday, I start thinking about figuring out, okay, what's a good topic, what's a good thing to talk about with Sir Q on the stream, what's good content that doesn't require too much effort. Either there's something that's controversial right now, a topic, or maybe we can play something that we just stream it. So yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. And I remember mentioning last time that when I was talking about the sunk cost fallacy, it was something that I just encountered on a Facebook post. It was actually a Tumblr screen capture of Tumblr made into a Facebook post. And yeah, I found it interesting. And honestly, I find a lot of these things that I encounter on Facebook, on Reddit, Twitter, mostly Facebook and Reddit. I don't have Twitter anyway, so I find these things more often than not. I find the Tumblr posts actually pretty good, even though I don't have a Tumblr. But these are things that are worth talking about. or at least thinking about. And even though they're phrased in a humorous way, they're always something that is, if you think about it a bit more deeply, then yeah, there's a lot of things that you can get out of it. So after thinking about it, yeah, let's just do a kind of uh, let's watch some stuff on the internet, or well, kind of to avoid any YouTube problems. Uh, Try to avoid videos, but yeah, I mean, ano, I think Circuit prepared a few videos, pero will probably not get the harsher YouTube penalties, but yeah, we'll see. Okay. Another thing I remember is, ano, so I was watching one of the YouTube videos of Healthy Gamer GG. And again, I've mentioned him before. And for you guys, I think you benefit from watching a few of his videos. They're really very good. And his style in some videos is that he'll look at one of his at his Reddit, his subreddit, and look at a few posts, comment on it, and I figured, oh, this is it's actually pretty interesting. I actually wanted to kind of use that video as content for today. That we'll watch him explain certain things, but might be better if you just go to his channel. Kasi yun nga, parang give him the view, give him the no. Pero yeah, there's so many interesting things on his channel. Um, so right now, Sergio is behind the Tarcy Talks user right now, and we're gonna get demonetized. I mean, yeah, we weren't making money off this anyway. Okay, so I think that's it for hang on, let me flash this in the call. And if you're in the Discord, Joshua likes changing his server nickname to things that would intimidate people. So if ever some random person suddenly comes into a voice chat you're having on our Discord, then most likely that's Circuit. Okay, hang on. Discord. Hello, Josh, you there?
Oh, are you here?
Yeah, yeah. Hang on, let me switch scenes.
You're you're not talking. Why are you talking? You're different. Oh, are we? How delayed are we?
I mean, I put a minor delay, pero just mute me
Okay.
on streams. Okay, hang on. Let me just switch scene. It's not. Ay, basalta ka nga.
Hello. Hi. Wait.
So you
As
can
in
you
test.
can you can see on on this. I still have the bubbles. I forgot to remove it, and you can see right now he's nicknamed himself Tarcy Talks Bot.
All
So if
right.
ever, yeah.
Yes. Hi. I am Tarcy Talks about. If you ever see me on Discord server, on our Discord server, I'm the helpful bot that helps around. If you have any questions, that's me. That's answering. More on spying on Sir Tarsi who uses this the stream channels on this server just to check what they're doing, making sure they're not violating any guidelines and so on and so forth. Are we
Guidelines would
live?
be violated. Yeah, I
You
mean,
did provide it. Oh,
you're on. Pero hang on, I'm still fixing the next scene.
okay.
Hang on.
So yeah,
There we go.
I
Hang on,
still
let me fix my
how
camera.
delayed are we? Okay. So we are. Hi, I am live. I didn't notice that we were already live. So hi everyone. Good to see you. Um, ads first. Ads first, right? The
What?
script says ads first.
Yeah, okay. Sige, go.
So today's stream has been brought to you by Elgato Stream Decks. We've been sponsored by Elgato Stream Decks. So if you want your screens to look like this, without going to click and go for your keyboard, look for OBS, with a simple touch of a button, you can go like this. You can go to this, and you can even go to what I'm doing right now. I'm actually playing Valorant while waiting for Sir
That's a
Tarsi.
video. You're not wearing the
Yeah,
same
that's a video.
shirt.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking of loading up Genshin while playing, but uh, the load might not take it. So yeah, it's not Stream Deck. It's a low tech Stream Deck. I'm just using my tablet. Uh, there are a lot. Well, the reason why I brought it up is because I've been helping a lot of streamers recently. I'm
You have?
moderating. Yeah, I'm moderating for two streams. This one, how can you forget I'm moderating, helping out the moderation here?
Wait, what's
I'm
ilang bang stream mo moderate mo aside from this?
okay. Then one more. Uh, the other one is for my girlfriend's stream, so I help out, and I also do try some streams on my own. But I feel like maybe I'm helpful as a moderator for others. So if you want any tips, no, I'm not gonna make YouTube videos, but yeah, if you want like just tip punch of a button, there you go, and it's a free app. You can it's Deck Pro. You can tie it up with OBS so that you can easily switch scenes, play Spotify, and what actually it's a you can do whatever. Like it has all the controls as well. Like you want to press control something, have dedicated buttons as well. Everything's there. So yeah, not bad for a free app that has only 12 buttons. But if you um, pay for the app, which is kind of cheap, you have unlimited buttons.
So you're saying you don't need an Elgato Stream Deck anymore if ever
No,
someone wants to give you one.
yeah, no. And that's another thing. Like the microphone that I used to use. It's with Mina right now. Fine. It's so cheap, and I don't need to buy a very expensive. Oops. I don't need to buy a very expensive microphone anymore, and so on and so forth. It's really you don't have to go for the expensive stuff to for streaming. With that said, let's get back to the show. Well, what was I promoting? Streamer help. We are here to help you stream. Sir Darcy knows a lot about when it comes to voice meter banana, and how to manage Discord servers. Ako naman more on, uh, oh, also OBS. He knows a lot. His coding techniques have prepared him for this.
Not even a little.
Anyways, so yeah. Uh, back to the show, I guess.
Okay, so um, for Josh, are you there?
Why not there? Oh yeah, there.
Okay, so yeah, I told Joshua only this morning. It was this morning, right?
Yeah, grabe. Like, that's why. Why? Why is there no plan yet? Like for me, the Tuesday after the stream, I'm already thinking, what should I do stream? What should I do for the next stream? What should I do? And
And you never come up with anything.
no. When I was the one handling during the
Uh,
3 episodes, like I was stressed out, and then like I would research about everything for the whole week. Uh,
you're
I'm
going
so glad I'm
against
not doing it anymore.
you're going against everything that this stream stands for.
I
Low
know.
effort, low ano.
I know.
Okay.
Anyways,
So I messaged Joshua. Umabot naman ako in the morning na. Parang, I think it was like 10 a.m., 11 a.m.
yeah.
ba? Okay, so I messaged him this morning telling him about the idea that, okay, let's do a React stream and to just, look for videos. And so, uh, how much, how many do you have? So basically, for those in the chat, for those in stream, um, uh, we we said that we'd get stuff that we'd kind of like show to each other, and we'd show it to each other on stream. So basically, it's a complete surprise to the other person. So I might have read. So I have mostly text stuff or image stuff, a few videos, uh, and so I kind of watched a bit of it. So you won't need to look for my reaction. Joshua has what? Parang videos for videos.
Yeah, you said video, so I prepared the maximum effort on my part, which is two.
I remember saying, hang on, let me pull up chat.
Yeah,
Chat natin.
don't show chat.
I'm not showing it. Just saying, okay, I said if it's a video, pick a short one. So parang sabi ko, it doesn't have to be one. I didn't require it to be a video. And
Yeah.
then, okay.
So you first, I guess.
I get the feeling this is going to be like I don't know. Parang I'm not sure what to expect. I'm not sure what you chose.
What? Don't you trust me? No, you shouldn't.
Eh,
Uh, for everyone out there, when he did suggest earlier this morning if I wanted to do a React video, in my mind I was saying I've been preparing for this my whole life. My whole quarantine life, I've been just watching React videos. Uh, Cinnamon Toast Can, as a Sniper Wolf. Uh, oh, there are so many, a lot of people that I just watch reaction videos that I think I've watched them all. So it's my time. No, no, one. We'll see. It's at least what you're going to see are the genuine reactions of what two beside teachers would honestly say about the things that we're going to actually watch. So we'll try our best.
Oops, sorry, I forgot. It's capturing that. Okay. Also for those who are no, for those who are, uh, hey, wait, I probably need to pop out. Um, hang on. Uh, Joshua, distract chat for a bit because I need to do some OBS stuff. Talk about stuff.
Okay.
Talk about
So
your
while
selection
servers,
process.
my what?
Your selection
Essential
process.
selection process. Oh, you're right. I've chosen two videos that have been very, very moving to me. So in relation to that, these are something that has touched me. One at a personal level. Second, something that I hope to see in the world. Now it feels so deep, but it's actually cute videos, so don't worry about that. Um, ha- what I understand is that reaction videos is that there's a community that prepares these videos for the streamer to actually watch for the first time. Oh, 16 Leo, that's another one that I watched. Um, they watch for the first time and so that you get the genuine reaction. And we hope that as our Discord community grows and grows with that, we hope that you'll be able to not provide us with content, but something that you feel like you want us to react to. Uh, then I guess we'll try to figure out how to insert it in the next stream. Like we said before, we're just trying to make our way to the next school year. But for those that are actually taking up, what do you call it, Mark? What do you call it, Mark? The mid-year,
Mid year.
yeah, mid-year term. We're here to ease your pain throughout the system. Um,
Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, fix it.
oh, I was about to just get into it, but yeah, okay.
Okay, so for those of you who kind of want to just insert something to the stream, you can actually use the Discord topics and
Ooh,
suggestions. So
Bianca asks, Coco's vids. Who's Coco? Coco Reddit I suppose reviews. Would you know this? It's on the comments.
uh,
Bianca mentioned it. Also, play FGO. What's FGO?
it's Fate Grand Order. It's a mobile game, gacha game.
No more. My wallet cannot handle anymore. Or the time. Actually, Genshin has been. I've only started investing so much time on Genshin. The Serenity Pot. It's now ready for guests.
Okay, okay.
uh,
So let's
okay.
start. You want to start first?
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay. You sure?
Okay, sige, fine. Ako muna, ako muna.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, okay, go. I just
Honey fade to
share.
black. Oh, okay. For others, this is a bit loud. Oh no, no, it's a bit soft. So I'm going to maximize the volume. So just try to adjust it on your side, uh, and then we'll react to it. Okay. So Mark, how do you do it? Are you going to
Just
switch scenes?
no, no. Just do your share screen. I'll just the size of the window capture. The share
Okay.
screen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. It's sharing screen now.
Okay, hang on, give me a sec. Let's fix it.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know what's gonna show.
Oh, come on. Okay, okay, hang on. Give me a sec to fix it. No.
Really? Papayag ka?
Yeah, yeah. Let's get it over with.
Yay! It's for the
Hang
whole
on.
world to see. No, no, you drag it so that you can make it bigger.
Hang on. The transform, reset transform.
This is it.
Okay.
I'll only play it if we hit 5 likes. No, just kidding.
No, just play it.
Okay. I play it now. Tell me if there's no sound.
Apple, apple.
Wait, show me, wait.
Look, Papa. Look. Look, Mark. Oh, yeah.
Okay, context. What's the context? What should I go give context? Okay, Sir Tarcy learns to read the alphabet. In a
No,
lab.
I don't. Was I even?
Okay, we'll let them see.
Sige, fine, go.
Papa, see? He found like this.
Which one?
Did you found like this?
Come on, Mark. I want. Show me. Okay.
Apple.
Okay, then.
Apple. Apple cat.
Slowly. Okay. The four.
After my turn on my turn.
Uh-huh.
E.
F4.
And
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
I remember
Uh,
asking you to choose something that we could comment on in a
okay,
educational
yeah, go ahead.
perspective.
Oh, comment on something educational. This is educational.
What exactly are we educating the viewers on right now? Parang-
That we were once learners as well. That we were like you guys in our chat. Uh, that Sir Darcy knew that A was for apple. Oh, did you say apple?
And no, I can't. Honestly, all I can really understand is the papa, and I say it like Fievel in the movie. Parang-
Okay, so please excuse us because we were raised in British British we were raised in an international school which was British. We lived in a British community. Oh, by the way, we weren't born here in the Philippines, so in that scenario, our learning was we were enrolled in an international school. You know lang. So to see what the effect was, let's go on.
fish.
Yes.
Got five gold.
Then show me the letter. You point to the letter. Then yes.
For house.
Yes.
Yeah, for umbrella.
Yes.
What?
For buying.
Yes.
And for watch.
Watch.
Wow,
House.
for watch.
And what for X?
X for fox.
Uh-huh. And top for
I
fox.
mean, Fox. Okay, I knew that there was X.
Oh yeah, top for fox.
No.
The tutor.
Then after X, what's after X?
You said it's two fox.
Yeah. What's
Uh,
after X?
So
it's
apparently I
a,
was coaching you. That was me coaching you. I didn't know that. Actually, I forgot watching this, so I'm also reacting this to the first time. And if you notice, back then, videos in the 80s, we had that 80s to in the 90s, we had that filter. It's always in that filter that has the VHS. I don't know. This was recorded on a video 8 tape, then was transferred to a VHS. Then from that
it's
VHS, we had to transfer to a CD.
yeah. So and the CD is now gone. I recall.
You lo- uh, the CD is now gone because Sir Tarcy didn't want to see the other parts of the video.
I didn't
There was a
lose
boxing
it.
match. Anyway, so let's go to you. It's 3 minutes worth, so don't worry.
What's after
Eight
what's
more
after
minutes.
X? What letter is that?
Yeah, for boat.
Oh,
What?
maybe yacht, not boat.
Yeah.
What about after ya? What's after ya, Mark?
Okay, this is very important. This is something that is very, very important that everyone has to understand. Mark is very matampuhin when he was a kid. Like he would get really, really bad. Well, I mean, every kid does, but it's something that you don't know because Sir Tarsi was able to, Mark was able to manage his emotions pretty early on, later on in college. Uh, but
College?
this is was it college, high school,
Come
diba?
on. I mean, I think grade school I was pretty stable already. Marang, I mean,
So
not
this
better
is the
than
rare
here.
times that you'll see him tampo.
Come on, you finish it now. Come on.
Okay.
What's after ya? The? Yeah? The for?
Zipper.
Very good.
It's my turn. Mark, what's gonna
Wait.
Hey.
Don't you have videos?
I want that one. When it's my friend.
What's the name of your friends?
I want my turn, Papa.
Okay.
Oh, that was me pala. Sorry.
No, Josh, don't, please. What's the name of your friends?
Okay, so that's half of the video, but I guess I'll save the
That's
other half
enough.
for some. If you subscribe to our paywall, you'll,
No.
you'll get to see the complete part of the video. Anyways,
Okay, okay.
um, you can see our characteristics back then. I was much of an attention seeker, uh, and well, Mark was Mark, I guess, back then. Was there a brother rivalry? Yeah, there was. How bad was our brother rivalry?
I mean,
Bad.
I don't think it's
Uh,
too bad. I mean, the
yeah,
only person I ever got physical with was you. I
yeah. I mean,
remember
that's true.
I remember throwing the Ninja Turtle toy across the living room the head. It was a
Yeah.
pretty good throw, honestly. So
Uh,
that was a good 5 meters for a 5 year old. That's pretty good.
uh, I think I
Okay,
forgot that because I got hit pretty well hit in the head.
camera.
The Lanya, I think it landed straight in the middle of my head. By the way, which Katrina is this? Where?
Katrina C, 2018.
Ah, hi.
Yeah, so I hit him right in the back of the head. He actually started bleeding. I remember that. I was a little guilty.
We did have a boxing match back then when we were kids. It was recorded. Sayang we couldn't find it anymore. Where Mark really did cry that time because he couldn't hit me. What I was doing was that I was just pushing him off with one hand, and he was just doing like that, and he couldn't hit me. Then I would
you were
just go like,
you were a
like that.
6 year old beating down on a 4 year old.
No, I wasn't six yet by then.
Aren't you 6 years
Um,
old?
I
But
think
you
we
were
were
5 beating on a
five.
3 year old?
Oh, good point. Good point. So I think the 6 year old is more acceptable.
Okay, okay.
So yeah. Okay, your
Right, right.
turn.
I'm worried that your next clip will be something that I know.
No, no, no,
Like
no,
with
no. Promise. No more personal stuff.
anak ko, lalabasin mo yung ano ko eh.
Your videos, your videotape. We do
No,
have a
no.
collection.
I was
We do
thinking
have a collection of our baby videos back then. Collected all the way when we were kids. So around older than toddlers. It's just it's somewhere here. I'll try to look for it.
okay, okay. Sharing it. Okay, so this actually, ano, uh, I was looking for the original video. I found this parody, so might be more fun to ano, comment. Okay. Oh,
All right, ready for a good day? You know the drill.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. I've seen this. Oh, I
This
have to
one.
press watch.
Pull up the pants. Good.
Mr. Steve, this was you yesterday.
Oops.
Late work. Always. Gotcha. Thank you. Yeah, you're not supposed to have this. That's outrageous. You don't eat in class. All right.
Some of you might know the one for the younger kids. I think like grade 1, grade 2.
All right. Good. Go in.
This is high school version.
Hey, you got it?
Why is this playing slow? Is it playing slow on YouTube?
I think
It's
it's
playing a
my
bit slow.
no, I think my
Oh, I haven't
computer
seen
can't
this.
handle.
Don't bet.
I haven't seen this video though.
I think I can't handle playing it and
Hey.
loading the video.
Exactly.
Kaya ng
That's my
GPU ko.
class. Get out of here.
Okay, hang on. Ito lang.
Yeah.
Give me a sec.
Support the course funds?
Oh, yeah.
And give me a sec.
Pull up.
Wait, there's no sound also. Is there supposed to be sound?
Hey,
Are you not?
Oh
Hang on, hang
no.
on. Okay. Ito lang. I'll send you the link kasi my computer can't handle doing everything. So, give me a sec. Stop. First. Score. Okay, give me a sec. Let me send you the link.
On.
And oops, sorry.
So,
I'll
you can
send
know
you.
how well low key yung stream namin is because we really never prepared for this stuff. Oh, there. I got it. I got
Yeah.
it.
Just ano lang. Just
It's playing an ad. Lazada ad. Okay. Uh, how do I do this? Theater mode.
no, just do ano.
Uh,
Just do the same thing that watch the video, share the screen. Discord.
Go live. A key. So I hope everyone's seeing this. Sorry. Please let us know if you can't hear the video. You can't see the video, can't hear anything, the audio or anything else. A key. This is my first time watching this actually. What? That's a handshake?
Can you make it louder on your end?
No. I'm sorry.
Uh,
Is that was that money?
Yep.
Wait, what's that money? Why?
They bet on
I
something.
okay, fine.
No. All right.
Okay. So, I remember I saw this video and I remember you can stop sharing para so small.
Yeah.
I remember watching this video and because I remember the original video of the unique handshake per student. And
Yeah. I thought that was the one you were gonna show.
this is high school version.
Oh, that's sad. Ganun ba yun? Like when you get to high school, it's not that fun anymore.
Actually, I was thinking more when I remember watching the original video, and I'm hearing myself echo on your side. Are you listening to that? Hello. I can't hear you.
Oop. Hello?
Yeah,
Why
okay.
am I? Okay. I was
Okay.
echoing.
No, I'm echoing on your side. I can hear myself from
Why?
your.
Oh my gosh, that's weird.
Am I muted?
Is it also on?
Is it? Am I playing
No,
on your speaker or?
no naman.
Okay. Anyway,
No.
it's not too
Okay.
much. Okay, so I remember watching this and or rather, watching the original video and thinking. I mean, definitely it's great to have a personal greeting with all of your students, but at the same time,
Uh,
parang it's so hard. parang to get to a level of familiarity with 150 students plus uh, and able to do something na ano. Uh, and parang especially ano. So now I remember telling some students in the hangout we had a few days ago that especially now that online, it's really hard to get to know students uh, really well. It's hard to reach a level of personal communication with students. Sabi ni
Yeah.
Nathan, so sabi ni Nathan in chat,
Yeah,
names pa lang mahirap na. Honestly,
yeah, that's true.
buti pa si Nathan kasi uh, he's incentivized to call out students in ad tech because yun nga, he has to call out parang, oops, mali yung hawak mo ng sasona yan. Parang, or, kasi it's dangerous. In comp
Yeah.
I spend more time looking at people's screens than I do at their faces. So it can be kind of hard. Ikaw, you have recitation. You have
Yeah, I do.
so that should
I actually force
see.
my students to recite. That's why I kind of easily recognize them. That's why it's easier for me. But for you, yeah, I'm imagining it is kind of hard to try to remember their names.
Remember, I remember like the first week of one, after the first week, I had students who knew I had trouble remembering them coming up to me and saying, Sir, ano section ko? Sir, ano section ko? Sabi ko, only to find out that some of them weren't even my students. Sabi ko lang, yeah, kayo nga.
That's on my take regarding that. With regard to, there are students that I can know easily because they do volunteer a lot in class. But the students that I don't get to know, that's where I kind of make an extra effort to try to know them, if not inside class. Like, hindi ko sila maparehas sit inside class. I try to know them outside of class. So I kind of have to make an extra effort to try to comment or talk to them outside along the corridors or see what they do online. So there's something that I can try to talk to. There was this one thing that I tried to do at the start of the pandemic, online class, introduction of class. I tried to gather everyone's interest, tried to gather everyone's names, nicknames, as well as their email. And I wanted to try to personally email them to try to have a conversation. But after the first 20 students that I emailed, I got tired. Like I couldn't
You know,
think of. It's very hard to email. I had how many sections did I have last year? 6 sections times 35 35 average because we had more students last year. Quick maths. What's the, how many is that?
it's
Uh,
a lot.
yeah, it's a lot. It was harder and harder until to the point it felt it felt sad that I couldn't connect to my students like how I did before. The ones that I did start to email, we were able to start off a good discussion, but later on, I couldn't follow on anymore because there were just so many other emails which were work related. And then, so I tried to connect to the students in a different way through synchronous classes, which was later on in the fourth quarter. Um, also sorry, third quarter and fourth quarter, also try to see them what they do on Twitter and so on and so forth. But it's very very hard, to connect, and I guess, oh, that was so sad, I guess, that that video, that it's not something we can do anymore, but I guess we could try to figure out.
Ano, I'll teach you. Di ba, I remember telling you, I'll teach you how to mail merge.
All right, right, yeah, yes, thank you, yes, 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 I
I,
need that.
not
Oh,
sure.
by the way, for everyone to see, my email count right now is, uh I have 4,573 mail
Unopened
that are
email.
unopened email that are unread, and that's my work email. What more pa kaya yung personal email ko? And then I learned how to filter email, that all emails that come from Google Classroom, okay, go to a different folder, and so on and so forth. I will not think about you until at the end of the week or something like that, or pag deadline na. Uh, or pag deadline na ng grades, saka lang ako magche-check and so on and so forth. But uh, technology does have its ups and downs, I guess.
So when you emailed students their grades, it's an individual email. You
Yeah.
have.
Oh my gosh. Copy paste. I even had the template.
Oh,
Sir
okay.
Tarcy will Mark will actually teach me how to do a mail merge. So uh my mails will now be as impersonal as it can get. But yeah, I'm trying my best to try to connect with people online. Although there are sometimes that I'm also not well, that I couldn't respond immediately to DMs, to tweets, or like I could only like, seen, or uh like on a different post that's saying I'm still here, but I just haven't gone back to that part yet. Usually I try to make it not more than 1 month yung latest reply ko. But please, please, if it's like Messenger, I know it's more urgent pag ganun.
Okay,
I've
okay,
been,
ikaw.
yeah.
You're
So,
ano,
okay,
you're, you're next week. Yeah,
my video.
yeah, yeah. Go,
My
go
video
share it.
is, oh wait. So for others, I'm not sure if you were able to see this, but this is so cute, super duper duper cute.
Full screen mo. Full screen.
Okay. Oh my gosh, there's no subtitles pala here. Mike, translate.
No, I can't.
So this is a social experiment where uh, pause. Uh, we are here to translate. We are your subtitles. No, the mother. This is a social experiment where the children were left at, not left, but they asked their kids to stay by the
Wait.
bus stop. Wait by the bus stop while the mother goes back and needs to attend to something. So I'm not sure if this is like they use actors or anything else, but it feels genuine. So try to watch this. So see what the kids will do. This is the setting is in Japan. So cute, so cute.
How's that one? It's a blue wallet on the brown pavement. That kid was going.
Okay, so for those that there's no subtitles here, but she was asking, "Excuse me," but in a very small voice. So these three people, they're the ones who were doing the social experiment. They're trying their best not to pay attention, so they want to see up to what extent would the kids do.
Okay.
'They're so cute. So this kid just straight up.
落ちたね。落ちていましたよ。落ちたよ。落ちましたよ。あ、ごめん、ありがとう。ありがとうね。ありがとう。
So yeah, how would you react to that?
I wonder, ano. So that showed like what 6 kids, no? 6 or 7 kids. I think it was a test
Yeah,
of 50, and then maybe the others, ano.
no,
Hindi naman
that's the thing
siguro.
that's
Hindi naman
going in your
siguro.
mind right now, really.
No, I mean, parang I don't think it actually happened like that, pero parang
For the
kind
purpose
of
of editing
kind of
to
like
deliver the
what
message.
kind of like what if? Parang,
So that's how your Sir Tarsi thinks. And then if he's not speaking it, most likely he's thinking it. On my part, I was more on thinking like, at what stage have we stopped being like that? I guess, like, does the bystander effect kick in around when we're grade school, high school, college? So, like, I would ask chat here, um, if that would happen to you, would you do the same at your age right now? Uh, Considering you know how much you might need the money, especially if you're in gacha games such as Genshin and so on and so forth, that money is very because maybe for kids they don't understand the value of money. That's why they return the wallet immediately to who owns it. But yeah, what if they suddenly understand the meaning of money in this world? Does it change them? Yeah,
pero
Bianca says yes.
you think that's ano? Kasi ako, isip kong conflict is not whether or
Oh,
not
return
you'll
the
return
wallet.
it or
Sorry,
no.
sorry.
It's
Clarification for Bianca. To return, yes, to return the wallet. See, in this scenarios, you have to connect your yes immediately with the reasoning. It's not taken out of context. Go ahead, Mark.
no, kasi I was thinking the conflict for people when they grow up is not a question of no. I suppose some people will be thinking, okay, do I take it? And do I give it back? It's more of the question of do I get involved? Do I actually make the effort to call this person's attention to return the wallet, or do I just say na parang it's too much effort? I don't know. I don't want to get involved. Yun yung bystander effect na you just let the chips fall where they may. And I mean, honestly, it's kind of hard to say if, kasi we can ask ourselves, say na, yeah, I mean, I'll probably return it, pero um, sometimes when you put obstacles to doing the correct thing. So, say for example, uh, the wallet falling on the floor right next to you. That's pretty low cost in terms of doing what we know to be right. So you just bend over, pick up the wallet, and then tap the guy. Okay, sorry na. Kung hindi kanya pansinin, okay, I can imagine if the person doesn't pay attention to you, parang you tap his shoulder, say, kuya, kuya. Tapos hindi ka pansinin, I can already
Bahala ka.
imagine, oh, parang ano, parang, I'm trying to help you, tapos iniistam mo ako, fine, bahala ka.
So Nathan actually added something to this argument that he says that picking up a wallet is low hassle naman. But if stuff like getting involved in an argument is a different thing. So
Hmm.
like how much is that range? Like how much are you hassled to actually think should you be involved or should you not be involved? So I guess it is different for everyone. In this scenario, the opposite video for this, if you've noticed, there was a video back then that went viral. I know it was an ad, or I know it was fake, but it was like there was I wouldn't say the specific country, but someone was withdrawing from their ATM and their wallet was sticking out at their back pocket. And the other guy behind him, what he did was that the wallet fell. So what the guy did was that, no, the wallet was inside the back pocket. So he pickpocketed the wallet, uh, took the money, but while he was taking the money, he saw there was a security camera above. So what he did was that he put the money back inside the wallet, put it down on the ground, and then tapped the guy in front saying the wallet, and then looked at the security camera doing like this. So is it to the point that whenever we're caught on camera that we suddenly start changing our attitude and such like that?
I mean, ano,
Uh,
there are always, I think people naman, if it's not difficult to be kind, if it's not difficult to be nice, then they will be. But as soon as you put obstacles, as soon as you, yun nga, parang personal circumstance. So if you're really hard up on money, if you're really struggling, then yun nga, parang that presents harder. No, if you find a wallet, no one is nearby, then will I actually go through the trouble of picking this wallet up, figuring out who the owner is, and figuring out how to get it to them? Do I mail it? Do I go there? Do I, ano, so parang, additional barrier na naman yan. So, yun nga, I think it's this more question, how far will you go to do what we know to be, ano, the right choice, course of action?
Okay, so now this is something that I think a lot of you might be interested in listening, because this was an issue which was raised in Pisay uh, a few years back. Uh, they wanted to. They were students were asking that there be an ethics class instead of a values ed class, and they were saying that values education is important and so on and so forth, because what's taught there isn't that much meaningful, or something that they already know back then when they were grade school. And isn't it important that we should learn ethics early on? And in that scenario, I actually had an argument against that. So these are the hot takes that you get from that Japanese cutesy Japanese video. You're gonna get some hot takes from me right now. Um, my understanding from what I've been studying so far, in my study of the law and so on and so forth, I finally figured out that it's really important that you have to go through the process when studying about morals and values, because and it needs to be integrated step by step and in a process. So the process that I would suggest is what we have right now, which is you start with GMRC, or Good Morals and Right Conduct, that starts off in that starts off in when you're grade
Grade school.
school.
Is
Then
it
you have values.
is it good
Sorry.
morals and right? I thought it was always good manners and right conduct.
Oh, it was a good manners. I
I
remember
think
it was
so.
good morals, yata, but might be manners, because I only learned about the word morals much later on.
Yun
So
nga
might
eh.
be good
So,
manners.
yeah.
Sorry, good manners and right and right conduct. Um, High school values ed, and when you're specializing in your course, that's when you learn ethics. And this is my personal reason why it should be done in grade school. If you notice, the manner of instruction is very information overload, because while you're still a kid, it's really sponge. Your brains are really sponge. So if you see, there are so many variety shows, contests that shows, am I smarter than a grade 5 student? And you see that they're very, very good. It's because how they accept information is very factual. They don't question it. When you get to high school, that's when you start developing your questioning methods. You understand, try to start questioning, why is this important, or you go a little bit deeper thinking. And that's where values education comes from. uh, Values education, why do you need to understand values education before you go to ethics? The reason behind this is because ethics is uh, much more important when you know what profession you're taking up. That's why for professionals in medicine, law, and any professionals that you take, ethics is usually the last subject that you take. The reason behind this is because after learning all of the knowledge that you know how to do more, because remember, knowledge is power. I don't want to, it's a very, very cliche thing to say, but it's true. The more I know up to what extent to differentiate um a homicide from a murder. So what should I do so that, so you see there, what should I do so that I would be only charged with theft and not with the robbery? What can I do in order that I can get away with the murder? That's how the show actually goes. Same goes for medicine, I would guess, for those that are taking up medicine. Also for those that are taking technical professionals, such as engineering. You have all of these knowledge that makes you more and more powerful. But that's when you get to ethics, which is your very, very last subject, which tries to show you up to what extent are you allowed to exercise your power. Because for lawyers, but it's very, very strict. Like if you violate the law, it suddenly makes you 2 times more liable as opposed to an ordinary citizen. You can actually be disbarred. Your license can be removed. You can be prohibited from becoming a lawyer ever again. And that's why it's important that ethics comes very, very last because it's more on how do you now exercise the power of knowledge that you have. When it comes to value education, the reason why it's something that the most contention about it is because why is it so religious when it comes to values ed? And the only reason why I can tell you this is that there's no other place that we can grab or grab. Sorry, there's no other like GMRC and values ed. There's no other place that you can get doctrines from, grab information from, or something else. It just so happens that there are certain religions that have established doctrines that show you how to be a good person. And that's where most of the teachers usually draw it from. Now, if they go over that, that might be a problem in relation to that. But I can't blame that teacher because more on, okay, I'm not covering for that teacher, but more on it's how, because they're so much into that doctrine, sometimes it just seeps out. Information overload. You'd see lawyers suddenly start spouting legalese because it's something that they're trained to do. And same goes for people that are devout in their specific religion. They try to not really entice, but try to show what's more behind the doors than that of the doctrines established needed for that course. And yun nga, sometimes some people might go overboard in that relation. Uh, but the problem is there is no other place that we can get where we can get these how do you act in public, which is good actually now in this era. Uh, like people are saying 2020 na, 2021 na. Act like that it's 2021. Um, right towards treating people with human rights. It's now getting out there. How do you treat people fairly in law? It's also stated in the law how you should treat another person, fair, just, and give everyone their due. But the problem is high school children might not understand what that just means, what that due means, and so on and so forth. So hot take, I guess. I lectured for 5 minutes there, so sorry, but that's my personal opinion. um Shout out, clip us out of context if you want, so that we gain more views, I guess. Oh, by the way, I guess the people. I only learned this week that if you want to not really shame someone or more on throw someone out there without supporting their tweet, is that what you do is quote retweet. Um, you don't like I see tweets out there that have a lot of engagement, not in relation to their likes, but on their quote retweet that they're negating it. So I guess times are changing, like how you react to another person's take and so on. And is that something that's acceptable in this day and age? So on and so forth. So I think I lost. I lost
What was the original? Ano? Parang,
the original that
so,
cutesy Japanese video
yeah,
showing
yeah.
kids.
So, and then
I'm
we
so
went
sorry.
to Val Ed GMRC. I
Oh,
mean,
ratio. Yeah, ratio is another thing I have to figure out what it
that's right.
means. 'Cause, I think that if you disagree with someone, you try to one up them by showing that your tweet is more important than that person's tweet. Is there ratio on
Uh,
Facebook? I wonder if it's weird if you ratio on Facebook.
does Facebook keep track of how many shares versus how many likes?
I think so. Yeah. Aren't you on Facebook?
Well, I mean, I don't really post anything,
We're on
so it's
Discord, yo. We're, we're cool. Some. Anyways, I'm out of videos. Your turn.
Actually, the rest I have is text, pero they're a bit more serious. So, something light. Bianca sent me something. So, hang on. I'll ask you to play it kasi mabagal sa akin.
Oh, Matthew says valid is okay if it doesn't isn't so if it isn't so CLE. Yeah, that's I do agree. There are that's why it's important to have a syllabus of the course outline and see whether or not is this still aligned, and also uh, try to figure out if the teacher is just merely expressing their faith or are they forcing you to? Are they shoving their faith down you? Because in this
Mm.
relation, sometimes we misinterpret that pinipilit tayo na maging Catholic when in fact nothing in the interpretation, uh, nothing that the teacher said interprets that they're forcing you. Maybe it same like me. I have so many views that I share in class, such as which are very weird for a teacher, I guess. Um,
Sample.
I can't remember. I know I had a lot of takes back then. Um, like I didn't agree with a lot of rules with the DO.
I
So
mean,
it
so
could
a lot of students.
uh like the cell phone rule. I was
I
so much against that during the first year that I was teaching. I still am. But in relation to that, it's a view that I didn't want to force my view on them. It was, but it's something that I also had to be careful also that I didn't want to influence them that much that they should rise up against a DO, not follow all the rules and so on and so forth. The hugging one,
uh,
the 3 second hugs. People couldn't figure out if I was serious about that or not. But it was so hard to draft a rule in relation to um, inappropriate conduct. And I was so, I guess that was my penalty that they did to me. That I was so against the DO that they made me make the rules in relation to inappropriate conduct.
in that case, you're ano eh, parang you're expressing your views to people who would probably agree with you. And that kind of like
Yeah, that's why I really wanted students to argue,
disagree
to
with
show
you.
their perspective, to not really disagree, but so that we know where we place each other and we know what each other's arguments are. And then we come to like maybe a middle point, or I get to agree with what you think, or they get to agree with what I think. But the thing is, it's hard if you're a teacher because, like I said, some students feel like their teacher is always right. I'm not saying that the teacher isn't right. I'm not also saying that, but more on you have to start thinking whether or not is this what's the basis, you know lang. Um, where are they getting what they're teaching from? And it's so easy for me back then because Constitution is already there. It's just that no one wanted to read the Constitution, so we had the reading lessons in our class. Okay, go ahead. You said you were going to show something.
I sent you a link. Say I can't play it from my
Oh, why me?
because
Okay.
my computer can't handle streaming and playing a video at the same time.
You were just waiting for me to.
Yes.
Oh, it's on Twitter. You're on Twitter?
No, the link wasn't. That's from Bianca, and
Oh, okay.
he sent in something that we can react to. Them.
Oh no. This is something that has unfiltered. Let's see. Do I play? I play now.
Yeah, go.
Have you said it? Okay.
Ako po si RJ Carloel po, kung 13 years old, nag-aaral po sa grade 4. Pangarap ko pong maging pulis para pong mahuli ko mga kriminal. Paglaki ko po, gusto ko pong maging pulis para po matulungan ko mga mahuli. Paglaki ko po, gusto ko pong maging
Oh, sorry, I was on mute. Hey, it's very hard to be on camera. I'm telling you.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's finish it.
No,
Let's
no,
finish.
no. Wait, don't me react. Oh, sige, sige, sige. Let's finish the video.
pulis para po mahuli ko ang kriminal. Paglaki ko po, gusto ko pong maging Paglaki ko po, gusto ko pong maging pulis para po mahuli ko ang mga kriminal. Paglaki ko, gusto ko maging kriminal para Paglaki ko po, gusto ko pong maging pulis para po mahuli ko ang mga kriminal. Ako po si
Now the question was it really something that he wanted? Considering that, although it might be not his the dialect that he's used to, so I wouldn't blame him. But being in front of the camera, it's very unnerving and uh, what was it? Self-conscious, conscious. You're
Yeah,
wait,
self-conscious.
but naghang yung video mo. Anyways, so it's I remember back then, one during the height of a certain uh, event in Pisay, I was part of the delegation that was invited to attend a cybercrime seminar in
Ah,
PNP,
mm.
and then they asked me to speak my thoughts on camera. It was so hard. It was so
Wait,
I I
about the seminar, about the topic, ano?
about the
Okay.
seminar and the topic.
So parang yung ano, parang yung mga sa labas ng sinehan na parang, oh, kamusta na yung
Oh
movie?
my
Parang,
gosh,
oh, the best! Ganun ba yung ano?
it's
Yung kinilig
okay.
ako.
So our confidence here right now is actually because I can see Sir Tarcy and the chat right now. That's why um that's why I'm not that afraid now. But if it's just a camera right in front of me, no. And actually, I don't see the camera right here because it's just my cell phone that's stuck up at the corner. Oh, by the way, and you don't need a camera. You don't need a web camera if you want to stream. Right now, I'm just using an old phone that I have, a very very old phone that I have, and then it accesses my webcam here on the streams. Anyways, back to the content. It's very hard to, uh, it's very hard. Nakaka-conscious kaya.
Okay na ba yung Pilipino mo? Parang,
No, my Filipino is so bad, especially if I have to speak my mind in Filipino. It's terrible. Like, not that my English is any good, also. So
kaya,
yeah,
kaya mo sabihin kriminal?
criminal. Fine. Criminal. Yeah, I mean, but if you're in front of camera, it really changes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Gets naman, gets naman.
but yeah, our Filipino was really bad. No, it's so unfair. My Filipino was very bad because I started grade 2 here in the Philippines. You guys started in prep, and English was actually encouraged back then, while you were in prep. So you got to learn Filipino as every student would learn Filipino.
No. Parang everyone in my class was speaking Filipino and I was like the English pet that they would talk to if they want to practice.
uh, in relation to that, but that was a good suggestion. Bianca, thank you very much for that suggestion. We did enjoy that.
Alright. Let's see. So I have some other naman that they're mostly text. So I was taking a page out of the stream of Healthy Gamer GG. Kasi my main sources of uh, social media updates is Facebook and Reddit. And I'm part of a few subreddits. Teachers, the teacher subreddit being one of them. And yan, parang there's so much going on in that subreddit, honestly. Parang there's so much. I mean, as a teacher, you get a lot of kind of like, yeah, we're going through all the same thing, even across the world. Obviously, I don't think it's appropriate for this stream to show yung mga hinanakit ng mga teacher. I mean, ano, we'll probably have to kind of vet them. So I peeked into another subreddit that I've not looked into before. So Students PH, and there are a few things here that are pretty interesting, and I think will be nice to comment on it. I think I can share this since hindi much of video. Just share screen. Give me a sec. Okay, can you see it?
Yes, I. Okay, it's a very long read, and could you zoom in?
Yeah, hang on. Okay. So actually, there are a few others na ano. These are the shorter ones actually, pero I think this one was pretty nice. There. So I'll just read through it pretty quick, and then we'll comment, I guess, each point. Kasi I think, especially since we just had some graduates, there are other people who are kind of, there's a lot of uncertainty as to what life after high school is, or and they're in college and everything still feels kind of like surreal.
Not
So
awesome.
okay, so this is a letter from Sensei Gian. Not sure where he is a teacher at, but okay. So I hope you have spent your time celebrating your graduation, and I have set the timing of my message a few days after your commencement exercise just to set a serious tone. Honestly, a good move. Parang, yung to time your messages. Sometimes you time it wrong and it catches people at the wrong time. Okay. This message will not be as cheerful and congratulatory as the others. This is a message appealing to all of you to have more responsibilities towards your actions and will neither be sweet nor kind. It can also daunt you. But I want you to know that I care about you as a teacher, and I hope you guys know that na parang your teachers do care about you. I mean, they might not have different ways of showing it, but there is. If you feel like your teacher is out to get you, that's uh, that's definitely
Sorry,
probably not the
Hans.
case.
This
Okay,
means I love you more.
no,
Is Hans here? He's not here.
okay, I can probably say that. Yeah, there are probably teachers who have other concerns, and you might not be the. They have other priorities other than they have their own families. They have no. But if you think a teacher has it out for you, honestly, I don't think teachers have that much energy to spend on parang putting down a student. Parang it's either the teacher is not putting enough effort into you, or they do put a lot of effort into you. They're not expending effort to put you down. Parang I don't think that's going to be a case. I hope not. I hope not. And this message is something that you all need to hear, not want to hear. This is a collection of lessons I somehow learned throughout my journey after high school, and I thought it wouldn't be bad to share some of them with you. Okay, number one, real development starts after high school. Sure, there are lessons in life that can be learned in high school, but there's much to learn. Soft skills like leadership and accountability are learned ultimately at work or during research projects in college. Time management is developed after months of sleep deprivation and procrastination. Maturity is learned over time and is learned after high school. It is your foremost responsibility as a person to develop an openness to learn new things and to be teachable. Pwedeng mas mature na tao ang magturo sa'yo, pwedeng experiences mo. Either way, you can only develop if you are willing to listen and be taught. So, one thing, I guess I want to comment on this. I remember, parang, I felt like I was mature in high school. I felt like I was comparing myself to classmates, batchmates na, and remember kind of like telling myself, I mean, among my batchmates, I'm one of the more mature ones. Yeah, I mean, not so much. I mean, that doesn't count for much. Parang me at high school, still had a long way to go. Oh, parang I mean,
Me? I learned a lot actually. Way like after high school, I felt like I learned a lot already. But then I got into college. Then I felt like I learned a lot. But then I got outside of college. I kept on learning, realizing that I didn't learn enough back then. So yeah, it's something that you have to actually prepare yourself. That everything's a continuing learning experience. That you just have to lower your ego a bit. Know that you don't know everything. That's why who was it that says that the smartest man the smartest man is the person that says that know he does not know anything. Shit, I forgot. It was a Greek philosopher. Uh Aristotle or
uh,
Socrates.
I don't know.
Anyways, but yeah, something that you have to understand that you continue to learn even outside of school.
And I guess for those of you who feel like yun nga, parang you're midway through college or saan ka pa, maybe I know there's someone, it's a professional, someone who's watching out of college na. In which case, I'm wondering how you're watching this. But it's okay to feel like you don't know things. Uh, the moment that you feel that you know everything, I feel like you should kind of ask questions. Why do you feel like you know everything? Parang, you have a, parang, it's basically, what I want to point out here is, it's hard, you'll probably feel like this. Feel like you don't know everything all the way until way into your, I don't know. I still feel this way. Okay, expect life to be less kind as you grow up. Suddenly, people will expect more from you as you are not a kid in high school anymore. Your parents will ask for more responsibilities, doing better in many things, and college, word? I don't know what it's, will be more work, that's supposed to be work, I think, will be more demanding and less understanding. A failing grade means a failing grade, and your performance at work will not be excused by anything at all. Straightforward. May bunga na lahat ng actions mo after mong mag-graduate. After high school, the term consequence will exist. This is life. It is not kind. It is not cruel. It just is. Kung nasanay kayong binababy sa high school, pakiusap, hindi nagagana yan sa labas.
Huh. No, it's true. Uh, not. I'm not. Okay, maybe I'm against the tone of the message,
I mean,
but
I'm not fully on board with this either. Parang I have some
uh,
points of contention also.
it
Pero
does
ikaw.
ring true. I got kicked out of college because I didn't get to adjust as fast as I supposed to do. Why are you showing your background? Uh,
Sorry. Wait. Sorry. It's capturing my ano pala. It's capturing my
uh,
screen. Sorry.
but yeah, hindi kayo babyin. Oh my gosh, how do I say this nicely? Uh, there are real consequences. That's why it would have been good that you learned about these consequences when you're at an early stage. High school, you understand failure is a failure and so on and so forth, so that it doesn't hurt as hard when you get to college. But know that it's not too late to learn from these mistakes. That although you get failures when you get to college or even after, it's a way, it gives you a chance to learn from it and also a perspective. It is hard. It feels harder to fail at a later stage in life, but there are always chances for you to get back up, especially learn from it. As you grow older, you get more wise about and understand what's happening. That's why it's kind of hard also to fail at an early age because you don't understand what's happening. But that's why we try to encourage to fail at the early stage so that they can understand why. Well, that's what I do in my class, despite me giving 1.0s in my class. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Ako yung ano, my kind of takeaway from this point is less or because I don't know, I look at students nowadays and they fear failure, as in, and it's understandable. Parang no one wants to fail, but I feel like they think that what they're supposed to learn in school is not to fail, rather than how to be able to take responsibility for any failure that does happen. Parang honestly, well, I don't hope people will fail, pero parang in high school, supposedly it should be okay to fail because you can make it up. There are ways to get back from a bad grade. And yun nga, a grade in quote unquote the real world doesn't mean that much. It's
Yeah, that's true.
but
I know. Oh, go ahead.
more important is yun nga, parang how you handle yourself in the face of failure. I guess even in college, parang I've told a lot of people before. I've gotten every grade possible in UP except for a straight five. So yun.
Oh,
So
different for me in law school. I think I failed I failed a subject every semester that I had always a second subject. I had a retake subject in the next semester, so I was always overloaded, which stacked up against me. But I live with my consequences, and
yeah,
it's not the end. In that scenario, if you learn to fail early, you get to understand that you know what to do in order to get back
avoid
up,
failure. No. Avoid failure
or
to get back
well,
up.
avoid failure. Same goes for later on. It's not, most failures are always irreversible, and if it's irreversible, there's it it shows you that there might be another thing that might be more important than that. Now, are we pointing at certain people in chat right now? No. I don't know why Sir Darcy brought this up. But in light of recent events, what happened recently? Yes, what we're talking about is President Duterte running for vice president. We should not make that same mistake again. Anyways, go on.
But another thing I want to point out here is, honestly, I don't think life is less kind as you grow up. It's just that in high school, there are people who are responsible to help you get through whatever difficulties you have. In high school, you have your teachers whose job really is to help you through whatever troubles you have. You have your parents, you have friends, and so forth. In college, the teachers, the professors are less involved. So therefore, parang you have less people to kind of pick up the slack if ever you drop the ball. Once you finish college and you start working, less and less people are there to pick you up. You still have your friends, still have some people close to you. And even harder is you're suddenly responsible for the failures of other people. Once you start your family, you're the one who has to be responsible for them. So it's less that life is less kind when you grow up. It's just that you have to take more responsibility because there are less people to kind of catch the excess as you're growing up. I think is what I'd like to say about it. Okay, let's move on. Okay, relationships with people is pretty long. But, how many points is this?
Yeah.
I,
How
I,
long is that?
I
This
honestly,
whole... Oh,
no.
okay.
Okay. So
Oh, oh.
only 8 points. Okay, so we can do that. We can do that. We're at point three. We're at point three.
I haven't done my dailies. Wait, have I done my dailies?
Some of this we'll just kind of just agree, and then we can do it.
No, my resume. It's gonna be full.
Relax. Okay. Relationships with people are as important as your goals. It is true that you lose a significant percentage of your friends after graduating, but that does not mean that you won't develop better friendships after high school. In my opinion, people arguing that high school was better than college are just nostalgic of the fun and less responsibilities. My closest friends are found and strengthened after college, and some of my high school relationships are strengthened with time. But friendship is not the main point. How you behave, treat others, and the manner in which you speak will have consequences. Your boss might be critical of you because you didn't have the social skills. Your college mates, coworkers might be elusive because of your palpable introvert personality. But social skills are learned, and what better time to learn them after high school? Hindi uso ang plastikan after high school. Pakikisama is merely a word of formality. In short, don't be a anyway, and do your best to be a people person. Learn from my mistakes. I won't elaborate further.
Uh, uh, this is a teacher. This is teacher that's speaking.
It seems like a teacher. I mean, at least that's how it was presented. Bakit? Does it not seem like a teacher?
No. Yeah. Teachers are very different.
Okay, so what's your different opinion? I kind of agree with him.
No. Yeah. I do agree that you keep relationship. You have to maintain relationships with the people you work with. It's not. You have to have a certain social skill as well. Because you're all on the same boat, even though you have different responsibilities. What you do affects others, and what they do affects you as well. So you have to figure out the bare minimum, I guess, on how you should treat others and treat others fairly. Treat others, what I would always treat others based from what the law says, that treat others with fairness, candor, and their due. And you don't have, well, okay. Kasi ako hindi ako nakisama eh. I guess that's my uh as opposed to popular opinion.
Wait, but
I'm not that sociable. I'm not that sociable. And the faculty, I'm actually just inside the cubicle. I'm actually seen more outside relating to students more than teachers. That's why hirap na hirap ako sa mga parties dahil I don't know what to do. I know
Thanks.
what jokes to say, but hanggang dun lang.
No, pero I think here they're saying that pakikisama isn't. Well, I mean, they're saying that pakisama is not good enough bare minimum. So you actually have to be better. um, honestly, yeah. I mean, I would say I'm the same. I I can only really be familiar with people that I've worked directly with. So parang if we can be in the same room for an entire year, working the same room an entire year, and okay, we're I don't know, we're on good terms. We're not hostile, pero if you're going to ask me, parang nagaya kumain or parang okay or I don't know, parang I don't get to know people through that. I get to know people through if we're assigned on a job together, and that's the only time I know. Which is why I feel like parang it's easier for me to get closer to students than to teachers, and only to co-teachers na we're teaching the same subject. We're working close together for making the next module or something.
I agree.
Anyway, I can probably move to the next point. But siguro I want to say uh, I don't know. I guess what I remembered through here is that there are a lot of students that are hesitant to take a leave of absence if they even if they need it. Kasi yun nga parang mahirap bumawi. Pero other relationship parang your goals, educational goals, are just one of the many things that are important. So there's your health, there's your and sometimes I feel like yes, being a student and studying is your main job, but uh, you're not only a student, person, your friend, you have so many roles. And so parang you can't just say that yun nga, can't go leave of absence because mag-stay ka. I mean, yes, I know it's not that simple. There are financial concerns, there are other concerns, but there's your health. There's so many other things to kind of balance with your education. Okay, sige. Further education after high school is critical. College, vocational, TESDA, life insurance certificate, driver's license, playing instruments, sports, etc. All of these are critical in how you will succeed in life. Experiences in these fields, even in business, crafting materials, and even experiences with hard people, all contribute to your development as a person. Education can take in many forms, but I highly encourage you all to take college courses. Walang pang tuition, okay lang, work muna. Ngunit huwag kalimutan ang further education. Isang matinding problema ang maging stagnant after high school. If everyone had a chance, they would finish their studies. I guess this teacher might be uh, a public school. Kasi,
Uh,
honestly, I think all private schools aim to have their kids in college. Uh, um, what's your opinion on masters? Important, not?
oh, um, excuse me. Um, this is something I actually attended a seminar regarding to this. Only take masters and doctorate. Excuse me, and doctorate if you want to specialize and contribute. Sorry, take masters if you want to go to a certain profession that requires that masters. Uh, don't 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 just go for it for the title. It does help if you have the title. it's it's really important that sorry, excuse me. I'm having hiccups. Uh, it's important that you give the masters to people that would actually contribute to that profession. And that's another thing. A lot of people think that if you have you're a doctorate, uh, you do get paid more actually, which is the sad part. But the essence of a doctorate is that you're supposed to contribute to the academe by providing new knowledge to that realm of specialty that you have. Uh, Me, I'm a Juris Doctor. What I was able to contribute is in the field of uh, how do you increase the standard of uh, sorry, the safeguards against the medicine, the oh man, uh, oh my gosh. I forgot my thesis. uh, about the one that says no therapeutic claim.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
sorry, excuse me. That was my thesis that I was able to defend and prove that, like property rights, it should be something that has to have excuse me, that has to have a warning more than that is provided by our current law right now. So, in relation to that, sorry, excuse me, if you're going for a doctorate, make sure that it's always intended to contribute more to the academe. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Uh, master's important if you want to go for your profession, but if you want to do a specific trade, specific thing, or chase your dreams that are not related to those, you don't really have to go for excuse me for masters and doctorate, especially in this time. There are certifications that you don't need masters, or if you can be certified for sorry in Google, a certification in Google Learning, in Google, sorry, Google Teaching is much more respected in, such as if you're a teacher. Oh my gosh, Google Google Assistant turned on. If you want to, let's say, 3D 3D modeling, Photoshop, or photography, maybe take certification courses sorry, courses in that area, so that you can follow whatever you want. So the concept of masters and doctorates have been so much sorry, commercialized, that the industry thinks that these are learned people. If we get them more by paying them more, that's how we can get to grow our, sorry, our company more. But it's, I'm not gonna say neoliberal. It's a weird way of saying, but that's how corporations think in a way. I have water. I have water, but it's not
Yeah.
working.
Uh,
Water was the one that made Nathan actually came down and brought water, but it's actually the water that made me have hiccups. I'm so sorry. You, what's your take on it while I figure out my before I die here? If I die, you get to see me on camera.
I just, the point is, it has a point. Education opens a lot of doors. And regardless of where you get that education, so
Oh yeah,
parang,
yeah. I wanted to add to that. Education does add a lot of avenues or doors, but it doesn't have to be the formal education such as
mm,
master's or doctorate. Military. I now have a path to military because I opened up myself to military science, which was a educational course. More physical, but it was educational as well. I'm on to my next hiccup. Go, go, go.
anyway, so kasi, I have no intention of leaving the teaching field, pero I remember looking up, parang, okay, so if I were to get a job in the industry, in computer science, kind of what to be really looking for, parang what credentials. And in fact, they look, they, it's more important to know what you're capable of doing. So, the style nowadays is you do projects, a lot of projects, you put them on GitHub, and then increase your portfolio. I suppose that would be similar to what artists would do nowadays. Na drawing, keep drawing, learn more, uh, use online tutorials, make more, and produce more, so that once you start applying to somewhere, you can show them what you're capable of. Uh, these industries are less likely to look at, okay, you have a certificate, but what does that mean? So, uh, okay, you graduated from this college, and well, I mean, means something, pero uh, honestly, education wherever you can get it is valuable. Let's say, and we're not even talking about education that will, even education that's just fulfilling to you. If you want to learn an instrument, pull up a YouTube tutorial, and then okay, ano. Honestly, you can learn so many things on YouTube nowadays. It's just a matter of whether or not you're willing to put up with the Indian accent. Oh, sorry, that's enough.
Hey, we learned how to do OBS through YouTube, so that's a thing we actually learned from YouTube.
Mm. Okay. Um, and I guess that ties into the next point. No one will teach you how to do things. Learn them yourself. short adulting, how to commute, how to get valid IDs, how to apply for a job or course, answer questions on interviews, and basically everything that people are expecting you to do as a grown up. At the age of 17 to 19, no one really knew what they were doing. Agree. So learn from the older guys, huwag mahiya magtanong, may Google, YouTube, social media, at mas importante, madami na una sa'yo. Matuto kayo sa kanila, hindi na kayo bata. And actually, yeah, ask people so many things. Kung sino man nauna sa'yo, even if you're already in line for the thing you're trying to apply for, talk to the person in front of you and ask them, did I fill this up right? Did I talk to people? If they say no, okay, fine. Pero you'll encounter a lot of people who will say yes. Or at least parang point you in the right direction of where you need to be. Alay mo nakapila ka na, yun pala, nakapila ka, parang you're at the, you're lining up to get your NBI clearance, yun pala, nakapila ka dun sa pila para sa fishball or something.
What? Where'd you get that? But okay.
I mean,
Are you speaking from experience?
No, pero I just remember parang I was lining up for a jeep sa sa SM North. Ang haba ng mga pila doon and I ended up lining up for the fishball thing. I asked, so that's why I knew na okay, hindi pala to UP, so okay, parang change line.
I hope not everyone in the line was already holding their barbecue stick. I meant, you kind of would be questioning it pag ganun. I do agree. I do agree with this. Although the title, I don't agree. It's kind of very harsh, but you always try to ask as much as possible. Ask if you can't. If you're having a hard time asking a person, ask Google. Promise. A lot of people have asked that same question on uh social media, on Google, and so on. So on. Now the thing is, if no one was able to ask or no one was able to answer that question online, that's a thesis question. That's a thesis proposal. So, a pro tip for those that are getting to college and are figuring out what their thesis is: if you can't find the answer Google or on Google or anyone or the experts in the field that you ask, most likely that's a possible thesis topic. Go to Reddit. Yeah, Reddit has a lot of does provide a lot of help. But Reddit's such a rabbit hole. Like you can actually go deeper and deeper and deeper, and sometimes you don't even get the answer to. You just get more questions, which is good. You actually learn from having more questions. Next.
Okay, so next is failure to manage time and sleep is failure itself. Puyat and lack of time for priorities are the two main reasons for teenagers burning out. Please have enough sleep. Kung nabibili lang talaga ang tulog, pero hindi at kailangan tanggapin ang katotohanan na kailangan nyo ng pahinga. Partying and fun stuff can be done after all important things are finished. Cramming will not help you succeed in college or work. Even high-performing people need sleep, rest, and recreation. Manage your time and energy doing the things and take pleasure in knowing that you are finishing tasks one at a time. Honestly, yeah. And you have to, at some point, you kind of really have to see sleep and rest as an investment. Na parang,
yeah, I agree.
There's this term, what was that called? Parang, is it revenge sleep or something? Or
what?
No, parang no, kasi parang I can't recall the exact term, but I remember seeing it some I think it was a Tumblr post or something. The reason why people stay up late is because our day is filled up with working hours. Parang we know that the day is for working or for studying. And then once we reach the night, parang to us, it feels like this is free time. Na parang this is the time that I can do what I want to do. Which is why kaya tayo napapapuyat. Na parang I don't want to cut my free time short. This is the only time I have to watch videos, to read a book, and to do all these things. But the thing is, unfortunately, it's not free time. You need to have time for sleep. Otherwise, kasi parang there's that Shen comics that comes out a lot. You have that wall, and then there are bricks in place, and then he's holding a brick, saying, "I have no more space for this." And then he reaches out and says, "Unless," and then is about to pull out the sleep block. But yeah, ayun, revenge sleep procrastination, sabi ni Nathan. So we procrastinate on our. I mean, I'm not sure if it's the right way to put it, but you procrastinate on our revenge bedtime procrastination. So we put off our bedtime because we don't want our free time to end. But especially as you grow up, as you have to take more responsibility for your time, sleep is one of them, personally. I mean, as much as we don't want to spend that much time on sleeping, we have to. Uh, the
My
health
take on
hazards
this,
and
my take on this is that try to invest as much as you can while you're young to take care of your body because when you grow older, I'm telling you, it's very hard. I can't survive without a nap anymore. It's like my brain doesn't work if I don't have a nap. So uh, it's getting harder and harder, and especially at night, it's getting harder and harder for me na magpuyat because I really need the sleep or my brain doesn't work anymore, or I have really bad migraines when I wake up in the morning. So if you can, as much as possible, uh, try to help yourself. Give your body a chance by trying to exercise, trying to uh, stay away from vices as much as you can. If you want, try to take them as moderately as you can. Um, try to because back then I used to go to 48 hours without sleep. I used to, although that was more required in my line of duties, but I really abused my body back then when I was younger, and I only got to enjoy myself later on that I let myself too much go, and then I couldn't get my old body back. So try to take care of yourself while it's still early. Yun na lang. It will very help later on in the future.
yeah. Ako naman, I remember testing my limits in college na parang I knew exactly how many hours was the minimum requirement. As in, if, and testing it consistently, honestly. Parang, so, I remember figuring out that I would respond to my alarm. I would be able to wake up from my alarm as long as I had 4 hours of sleep, or 4 hours in bed. I if I had 6 hours, I could operate at kind of medium capacity, uh, or actually close to full capacity if I had at least 6 hours. And any more than 7 hours was kind of like I viewed as sobra-sobra na. Pero you can't keep that up eh. If you make that a habit as you grow up, parang
It
you
gets
can't sustain
harder.
it. You can't sustain
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
I can't
Ne-
survive a hiccup.
Okay. Seven. What do you
It's
really want?
9:46. It's 9:46.
Okay. What do you really want? What values are and ideas are important to you? It is expected of young people to still not know what to do in their lives, but no pressure. It's part of the process. But what's important is that you know the things you value. Do you value relationships? Do you value trust and honesty? Are integrity and idealism important to you? Gusto mo bang happy-happy lang? Ang mahalaga ba sa'yo ay makaaraos lang? Naniwala ka ba abang saka na lang natin problemahin ang problema kapag nandyan na? These thoughts and values in life will ultimately shape your life and have long-lasting effects on you.
Oh, I have something to say that. It's very important, especially the first one that says, "What do you really want?" You have to understand that in your life, you keep on saying it's important. A lot of things are important for you. It may be family, it may be your education, it may be your dreams and goals, it may be your pets, it may be a lot of things, your relationship as well. A lot of them will be very, very important. But most of the time, the conflict arises when they conflict with one another. And that's why it's best that try to understand in a hierarchy of things, like given that all of them are really important for you, what are the things that you value one over the other? It's not saying to yourself that you're going to let go of the other one. No, 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 no. It means that when it comes to push and pull and one has to be prioritized ahead of the other, which one among those things are important? And that's why if you can get to organize them early on right now, a lot of problems in the future will be evaded because you know which is important for you at that time. Okay? So, lalabas ba ako na may pag-inuman kasama ng friends kaysa mag-aral? And if you think that that friendship is more important for you in the future later on than that of maybe a test to study for or maybe a class that you'll attend in the morning, then okay, at least you know in this conflict this is important for you, and it removes a lot of regret later on because you knew you chose that for a reason.
Mm.
It gets harder because it gets harder when you feel like you're cornered and you have to make a choice. You need to be one step forward and you proactively choose, I'll do this. And I understand why I did this, why I chose this over the other. As opposed to napilitan akong piliin ito kaysa yung isa pa. Uh, so sometimes there are some feelings that you might feel that you're backed up to a corner, that you don't have a choice. But try to think ahead of it. What do you really want? And take that step towards that direction so that you don't feel too bad that pinilit ka or you were muscled in to take this choice. Maybe in relation to what had happened recently, Duterte being the president and he's now running for vice president, that we're not no okay with what happened last week, you might feel that you're at a loss that you were removed of that choice, but try to move forward ahead. That what are you trying to get out of after that choice that was robbed out of you? Maybe there are other ways that you can get to that choice by taking a different path. Okay, medyo obvious na yung sasabi ko. But you'll get what I mean. That you'll vote derecho ocho by elections. I don't want to
Okay.
single out anyone here in chat. But
Mm.
if you feel like this advice applies to you, why not? Register now. Okay, go ahead, Mark.
Oh, I mean, honestly, I just agree. I guess I just remember na, no? So, for those of you in chat who don't know, uh, I'm committed to celibacy. To say that uh, I won't date, I won't get married for a particular purpose because I've chosen to devote myself to a particular goal. Uh, and I remember back in college, so I made this decision in college. I was entering fourth year college when I decided to so. And I remember I complained to sometimes my friends who knew that I did so. Uh, and I had this one friend who kept on saying na, pinili mo yan eh. And honestly, rather than get disgruntled about it, na parang, di man to it's not even sympathizing with me. Na, ano. Actually, I found that encouraging. I did choose this. I did choose uh, this current, and it's hard, yeah. Pero um, there were reasons why I choose it, and they're still true, even if I might not feel it at the time. Okay, let's go on. Last. This is long. Sige. Expect a rough road, expect failures, but you run at your own pace. Life will never be the same after high school.
Sorry. No, because that's what we kept. Oh, no, no. Finish it.
Fine. But run at your own pace. Life will never be the same after high school. There will be consequences to all your actions. Much will be expected of you, and basically all of what I said earlier boils down to things will not be easy from now on. Success is not guaranteed, and failure is inevitable. Ngunit, kayo po ang magde-define kung ano nga ba talaga ang tunay na kahulugan ng success. All I know is that if what I am doing brings me happiness and growth not only to myself and others, I therefore am not a failure. Enjoy the journey, and success is not the same to everyone. Ang makapag-college ng 20 plus years old ay solid move pa rin. Ang makapagtayo ng negosyo kahit na matanda ka na, kahit gaano kaliit, ay success pa rin. Ang madelay ng kaunti sa pag-aaral ay hindi katapusan ng mundo. Ang importante ay patuloy kang naglalakad ng matuwid at sa tamang direksyon, kahit gaano kabagal. Sabi nga ng pilosopong si Al James. Who's Al James?
I have no idea.
Okay. Kasi buhay parang utang araw-araw hulugan. Walang karera, hindi mo kailangan makipag-unahan. Kahit planuhin mong mabuti, papalpak ka rin naman. Kung susubukan dun lang, malalaman ang kahulugan. Is he a poet or something?
You know Al Gore? He had a concert back then.
Again, it will not be easy and painless, but know this: I pray for all of your success, and your triumphs are my triumphs, your struggles are my struggles, and a teacher will always be a teacher to his students, may they be graduates or not yet. And for the last time, may this not be sweet and kind, but it is what I thought you needed to hear. Okay.
So it is a teacher. Okay.
So yeah, honestly, this pretty much is a synthesis of all the previous points, I think.
Yeah. But more of the reason why I laughed dun sa uh oh what was it? Run at your own pace. A
Mm.
lot of people didn't understand a lot of people felt they were robbed from run at your own pace last school year. That they were saying, akala ko ba run at your own pace, but suddenly my deadline. Actually, you have to understand that uh, if you couldn't meet the deadline, maybe it's your body saying that maybe you need to take an extra time off. It's
Mm.
just you in denial of saying that you're forcing yourself now to catch up. No, actually, we did encourage a lot of students to if they needed the LOA,
Mm.
take the LOA because if you force yourself too much, you're not really going to learn anything. I bet you a lot of students weren't able to learn a lot last school year because not only because of the online setup, but because they couldn't find the pace that they were looking for. Even me, I was also take up. I was learning online during my refresher year in law school. That I had to take an extra time in learning these things. It's something that we have to understand that how do we understand ourselves and how honest are we with ourselves that how much time do we really need yun na lang and then be honest and try to if you're try to be as honest as early as possible so that when you need to be honest to others it can be resolved as early as possible na rin. And I bet those that took LOA they were able to find themselves and fix not fix themselves they were able to figure out themselves throughout the school year that they needed. And don't worry about being late. Me, I'm way, way late compared to my batchmates from law school. But it's something that I figured out that I needed the extra time to understand these topics because I'm a very slow learner. Uh, and it's something that I kind of understood that, yeah, maybe this is the pace I'm going and no regrets. I wish I'm at that 0.25% that I could have become a lawyer, but it shows me that maybe I can learn more. So I do respect that if you're honest to yourself to learn at your own pace, go go for it. And Nathan says Pinoy rapper daw si Al James.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. The only rapper I know is Eminem. And Korean rappers. Uh who is the Korean rapper of BTS? Can't remember. Oh my gosh, Mina's gonna kill me. It's her main. Oh well. Anyways, so yeah, that's it. That's it for today. It's 9:56. It took longer and it took seryoso naman.
Well,
But I hope
yeah.
it's something that maybe someone might needed to hear, I guess. If you're here to help us with the views, thank you very much. It doesn't apply to you. Hit that like button for us. But share. Maybe it's something that could help others as well. I meant maybe you know someone that needed to hear this. Uh maybe you know someone that didn't need to hear this as well, just to shove it in their face. Go ahead. We accept all kinds of criticisms. Might turn off the comments later on. But yeah, we're here. We're here and we're excited for Genshin 2.0. Oh, is this a stream for it?
No, no. Okay, so I think that'll do it for
Oh, Glock
uh
9. No, I know that as a gun. Are you familiar with the rapper Glock 9? I
No.
knew it as a gun before the rapper. Is he black? I knew he was a black. He's a black Pinoy rapper. Sorry, African American rapper.
There's a rapper called Glock 9.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wasn't he the one who sang in "Stupid Love"? Or was that Andrew E? Oh well, something to research later on.
Okay, I think that's it for today. So
Oh,
yeah,
happy end of Eid. Holiday tomorrow.
uh,
For those that have relatives that are working, you'll see them more at home tomorrow because it's holiday. If you want to see Sir Tarcy beat up in badminton, I'll try to record it next time. We actually upload our badminton videos back then before the quarantine, but uh, I'll try to get around that again. Sirena. No, I don't know that song. Oh my gosh. Okay, so thank you. It's already 9:59. For those here in Philippine time zone and outside of Philippine time zone, uh, good night, good day, mabuhay. uh, Tune into our next stream. What do we have plans for our next stream? Of course not. That's how low key we are.
I mean, you could stand to make it sound less of a bad thing.
Oh, grabe,
but
that's the interpretation.
but yeah, thank you all for coming. Again, so for those who kind of want to contribute a bit more to Tarcy
Yeah,
Talks,
join our Discord.
Discord is the link. So if you want to suggest topics or want to give us things to quote unquote react to, well, I suppose we'll try to have a small segment and go over those things. Some we might make the main topic. Hopefully, it makes the decision process for this thing easier. So I don't have to call Joshua the morning of and tell him what we're going to do.
Ooh, I want to plug in my girlfriend's Twitch account.
Go,
She
go.
streams. She streams. Her current streams. Well, she streams horror games, Korean horror games. The comma. She streams right now. She's currently playing Andromeda, Mass Effect Andromeda. If you don't want to play it, at least you can get to watch someone who can play it for you. And
You
also
can
she'll be streaming Genshin 2.0 on Wednesday. So yeah, if you want to see her play, go ahead.
you can put her
Check
link in the
my
chat.
check my Twitter. If uh, I can't find the link right now. Check my Twitter. I always tweet whenever she's online.
Uh, Okay. Again, thank you all for coming to watch the stream. And are you saying something?
No, no, that's electric fan.
Okay. Again, thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.